Imagine getting made fun of by everyone, even your own family. You just can't stop being made into a joke and into a disappointment, and then all of a sudden you run into a pole and get knocked out. That basically sums up how the Boston Red Sox are going right now. All offseason long, they've been the team everyone is clowning on, even their own fan base. Nobody seems to believe in this team, and with spring training here, hell, even the players seem depressed. Longtime veteran closer Kenley Jansen, who's entering his second year with Boston, openly discussed how frustrated he was, voicing how unhappy he was with the direction the team was going and the overall vision they had. Rafael Devers, arguably the best player on the team, also spoke out, telling the media that everyone knows what the team needs. There's some things he can't say because he's not allowed, but anyone who knows the game knows what they need, basically saying the Sox need to add some free agents, pitching especially. So every fan base, even Red Sox fans and even Red Sox players themselves, are pretty open about how frustrating this organization is going right now. Everyone is pointing and laughing at the Red Sox situation. And speaking of pitching, that's where the poll comes in that knocks you out and just makes things worse. Right before the new year, the Red Sox traded away Chris Sale to the Braves, who immediately extended him for 2 more years. But the money going to Sale for 2024 is still on Boston's books. So the Sox still are paying Sale for 2024, but in return they got Vaughn Grissom, a pretty promising infielder who was once Atlanta's top prospect. But right before the Red Sox made this trade official, they signed Lucas Giolito to a 2-year deal worth $38.5 million with an option for a 3rd year that brings the value up to $58 million. Now, it was pretty obvious what this deal was. It's not a big commitment whatsoever for Boston, nor is it a long-term solution, and if Giolito does great in 2024, he has the ability to opt out and re-enter free agency, where he would then likely sign a bigger contract with someone else. Speaking of doing great in 2024, though, yeah, about that. After his latest spring outing, which by the way was spring training going on, things are getting more exciting, so if you haven't yet and enjoy the video, consider subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications to keep up with everything that goes on. Thank you. Giolito felt elbow discomfort and was deemed unlikely to be ready for opening day, as he was then going to get some tests done to see how bad his elbow really was. Turns out there's a good chance Giolito might not even be ready for opening day 2025. It's been revealed that Lucas Giolito likely has a partially torn UCL and flexor strain. This very well could require surgery to fix, probably Tommy John. In other words,
this is the worst!
The reason I brought up the Chris Sale trade is because they basically replaced him with Giolito right before it happened. Well, now Giolito is probably done for the year. Not only just that, but the 2024 Red Sox had a ton of question marks anyway, even with Giolito thought to be healthy. That's why some are thinking they shouldn't have traded Sale and just added Giolito alongside him. I personally like the trade because Boston got Grissom, who still has 6 years of team control and he's young. But the Red Sox also never really got anyone else for the rotation. Sure, there are a number of guys in-house, but most of them are question marks. A ton of uncertainty. Oh, and Grissom is also hurt. His groin is injured and he's gonna likely miss the start of the season. So for the pitching, now not only do you just have Giolito as the one starting rotation addition, but now you don't. And not only that, but like I said, they still have to pay Sale for 2024. So the Red Sox will pay Chris Sale and Lucas Giolito over $36 million this season to not pitch for them. This is the exact kind of thing Scott Boras was waiting for. I could just imagine him right now like an evil villain sitting in his throne doing an evil laugh, acting like Emperor Palpatine out here, saying that everything is proceeding as he's foreseen. Injuries like this would only make Jordan Montgomery and Blake Snell's markets go up, even if ever so slightly. What really sucks and just keeps getting proven to us all is just how vulnerable any pitcher is. It doesn't matter who you are, how successful you are, at any moment your elbow can tear. Giolito only pitched a few innings this spring before this even happened. There obviously was nothing there in Giolito's physical to show he's too risky to sign. Everything must have seemed completely intact and healthy, and Giolito is also a guy who's known for making his starts and racking up his innings. He wasn't expected to be a Cy Young contender necessarily with Boston this year or anything, but he's been durable and reliable for a while now, which is what any team could use, especially the Sox, who are thin with pitching, so that was a big part of why Giolito would be so important this year for them. Yet, all of a sudden, just like that, his elbow is done. It can just happen like that, I guess. And not only is Giolito likely done for this year, but his 2025 season is also kind of screwed. It just sucks for everyone all around. It sucks least for Giolito, I guess, obviously, because he still gets his money, but think about this from the Red Sox standpoint. They're paying a guy about $36 million to get surgery. Any other team that was in on Giolito must be feeling like, oh my god right now, realizing they dodged a massive bullet while the Red Sox pushed everyone out of the way and took the bullet face first. But this isn't anyone's fault. It was completely unexpected. You can't blame anyone. Giolito has been so reliable to stay healthy for years now. His physical showed he was healthy, and now all of a sudden with a snap of a finger, his elbow tears. This is the ultimate last thing the Red Sox needed right now. A team that was already thin with their pitching. I hate everything. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.